Dinner's a really, really important time. It's probably the most emotional and psychologically important meal that we have, especially in Western culture. I would imagine in most cultures, this is the time when family gets together. Usually kids are out doing their thing. The parents are out doing their thing for the day. And it's the time of day that everyone comes back and comes home. And even if you're single, dinner time is a time that you go out and you go and meet friends. And it just has a greater importance. And because of that, it's usually a more difficult time emotionally and psychologically to eat better. The idea of eating better for us is that we keep improving the quality of the food that we're eating. But it doesn't have to take away from the taste. It doesn't have to take away from the meaning of getting together with friends and family. And so that's something that's really important to know going into dinner, that if it feels a little bit more emotionally challenging, back off. It shouldn't ever feel, there should never be any sort of feelings of restriction or deprivation or anything like that ever. And so what I want to talk about is how like an average week will go. And let's just say that you're more or less around your ideal weight, say within 5 or 10 pounds. You're close. So in a given week, what's going to happen is that there are going to be some meals that you're going to eat with your family, and you maybe say have something like chicken parmesan, that's like fried chicken with cheese and sauce on it. And there's going to be other meals in the week that are going to be more calorie efficient, and some you'll eat with your family, and then some that are calorie efficient. And it's going to go like this within the week. This drawing represents a happy person, someone that is okay emotionally and psychologically with food because they are free. This is someone that can eat with their family, or they go out to dinner and they eat for entertainment, and then the next night they have something that's more calorie efficient but still super yummy, and then they eat again with their family at home, and this is what happens. And so if you have something that's really calorie dense and nutrient poor, you can ask yourself, okay, was that really important? Sometimes the answer is going to be yes, that was perfect. I know there's times I've gone out to dinner and I've had something I normally don't have, but for whatever reason, that night, that moment, for emotional reasons, psychological reasons, because of the people I was with, that food was perfect. Is it something that I normally eat? No, it's not. But at that moment in time, that's exactly what I needed, and I don't regret it. Is that something I'm going to have all the time? No. But there's going to be a lot of times when you're going to have something and you're going to be like, I don't know if I necessarily needed to have that. And so maybe the next time that you go out to Olive Garden, you'll ask for the chicken parm without the cheese and just the sauce. And you're going to notice it still tastes amazing. And then you go for more of a chicken cacciatore, which it's not fried chicken. And you can keep improving the quality of the food that you're eating, but still enjoy going out to dinner. And again, have a separate video about going out to lunch, going out to dinner, and how you can navigate certain things while still having a good time. But this is really important. This is a forever thing. Dinner time needs to feel free. You need to feel liberated. The workday is over. You're back with your family. You're out with your friends. You're home with your favorite Netflix show or whatever it is. You need to feel free. And the thing that allows you to feel the most free in this moment is eating your favorite foods. Because I'm such a big Italian food fan, if I can put marinara sauce on plant-based chicken or on pasta, I'm going to be in heaven. There are Parmesan cheese substitutes that taste amazing, made from Brazil nuts and stuff. You put it on top, it's absolutely amazing. It's super salty. Or take a little bit of grated Parmesan. Sometimes I'll have like a plant-based chicken with my yummy marinara, and I'll get really expensive aged Parmesan cheese from like Whole Foods, and I'll just grate it right over it. Oh my God, it tastes like $1 million. And so you can treat yourself in those ways, and you can see how I'm using the laddering in different ways with my meal. I have like a highly laddered, my marinara sauce, highly laddered because it's just the tomatoes and a little bit of salt. Plant-based chicken, non-breaded, super high ladder, and then I'll just take a little bit of aged Parmesan and it just puts that little bit of Mamma Mia on it, and that's what you need. And so at dinner time, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be liberating, and it's supposed to be a time for you to enjoy with your friends and your family. And if you're worrying about food, you're doing something wrong. And that's why doing R&D and planning, and sometimes you'll have a meal planned out for that night, but then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna eat what my family's eating tonight. I'm not like, I want to eat with them, I want to eat this. That's fine. That's emotionally crucial for long-term weight loss. You have to allow yourself to do that, and then afterwards just pay attention for a second. Be like, okay, well, was it really important that I did that this time? And maybe the answer is yes. And then you're like, okay, well, what am I going to do next time? And having these little negotiations with yourself and this little bit of heightened awareness, that's everything. So have fun, feel liberated, pay attention, keep laddering your foods, feel free, spend amazing time with your friends and family. And most importantly, always eat the food that you love while you're doing all of this. I'll see you guys in the next video.